Good morning, millennials.
Good morning, millennials. Welcome to the morning
I did that at my show in Detroit. I was like,
Good morning.
remember when this was like the coolest shit? Wait.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, it was.
It's like this. Hold on.
No, you gotta hit your head.
No, you gotta go with the full.
No. It's
Hitting
like
your
this.
head is for
And then-
fools. No.
Yeah, that was it.
Not it.
Okay, whatever. Well, good morning, you guys. Welcome to the morning show. It's the Millennial Morning Show, the greatest thing since sliced fucking bread.
Since toast.
Oh, that's good.
Thanks.
What's new?
So much is new. I feel like so much has happened. We have so much to talk about.
There's so much television to recap.
Yes, I have a list of all that. There's a good amount of news to recap. And then just yesterday was just so busy with busy work.
Also, I really like to be in tune with like what people say about our show, like the listeners. I don't give a shit what like the haters say. But some of the listeners, like on the YouTube comments, turned really mean yesterday. They were saying, stop with all the personal chat in the beginning. What?
That was one comment.
I know, but like, does that speak for the majority?
No, and it's also, do you guys really come here to like get your hard news? Like, I'm sorry.
Totally.
You know that we just do the news as like a structure to talk about ourselves.
Right.
So you're in the wrong show.
Just like, let us know. I never want to be like out of touch. Do you know what I mean? So if it's like with the singing, am I out of touch? And I'm getting such mixed reviews about the singing.
But one comment does not a trend make.
No,
in fact,
totally.
it's the opposite, because if there is only one comment about that, it's only the haters everyone who's happy with the show
is not leaving a comment.
It's right. So you know how many viewers, listeners we have. That many people disagree with that person.
Okay.
You feel better?
I do.
Something that we have to talk about just right out of the gate is the Bezos challenge.
Oh my God.
That took the world truly by storm.
I was so, I'm never busy. I was so busy yesterday and I was so mad because my phone was dying and all I wanted to do was be on my phone reading. There was over 800 comments. Okay, it all started, obviously, where all good things start, in the Morning Toast Facebook group. And if you're not in it, I'm really sorry, but like, we'll get you there at some point this year. It's only January. So one girl was like, I thought it would be really funny to like text one of the Jeff Bezos leaked text messages to my boyfriend and like see how he'd respond. And her boyfriend was like, what the fuck are you talking about? We don't even get the newspaper. And it spiraled into every girl doing it, and it turned into the Bezos challenge. I did it to Ben. He literally was like, what the hell are you talking about? He literally responded, LOL, what?
I did it to Zach, and before I did it to Zach, I texted you. I was like, I'm actually scared to do it because he's gonna be like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, I would love to. And then I would have to be an asshole and be like, I'm fucking with you. Anyways, I did it to him, and he called me immediately because he was so shook.
Of course.
And then when he came home last night, I haven't told you this, he like brought it up again. And I was like, yeah, like, what were you thinking? He was like, honestly, I was so excited. I was like, this is what I've been waiting for.
Oh my God, stop. Like it went one of two ways. Like some of the funniest responses with the boys being like just so shook. And then other times the boys being like, oh my God, I'm so happy that you said that. And like, honestly, like we don't deserve boys as pure as that.
No, and now all these girls, either they had to be an asshole and tell him that they're just fucking with him, or
they're reading
had
the
to go
newspaper
get
right
the
now.
Newspaper.
Right now, there are girls all around the world drinking coffee in bed and reading the newspaper because of Jeff Bezos.
And I mean, good for Jeff Bezos because he does own the Washington Post. So
oh my God.
It all comes full circle.
Vertical integration.
Totally.
Synergy.
Imagine all of this was for the Bezos challenge. So newspaper subscriptions would go up.
Honestly, it was so funny. Thank you to all the toasters who shared their screenshots.
Participated.
It was just the greatest afternoon. I was in this car. Oh my God. Also, I had the weirdest experience in an Uber. In the Uber, as I'm discovering the Bezos challenge, I'm like on my phone, and then obviously I start hysterically laughing, and he's like, did you just see a joke on your phone? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you just lit up for the first time since you were in my car. And I'm like, excuse me?
Why should you be lit in the car?
And what are you staring at my face the whole time? Look at the road. Like, what the fuck? And I was just like, okay. And then I called you, and I guess he was just like watching me so much, and he goes, are you from Long Island? I'm like, technically, yeah. He's like, I could tell. You got that Long Island look. And I'm like, well, that's mean. I literally was like, I'm insulted. And he was like, are you really? And I'm like, yeah. Like, he wants to fuck with me, I'll fuck right back.
Totally, you're not a flid.
I said, I'm absurd, and I'm upset, and I'm hurt. I'm absurd. And I got out of the car, he's like, I really hope you're not upset. I'm like, no, I'm just fucking with you. Fuck you. It was just a very weird stalkery altercation. Like, if I woke up and he was standing over me, I would not be in the least bit surprised.
Maybe he works for Jeff Bezos and he's spying on you.
Do your armpits ever get itchy?
Sometimes.
And then you feel like an actual monkey itching your armpits. Like my armpit's so itchy because I tried new deodorant. I guess it's just not working for me. And I want to itch my armpit, but I feel like chilly, like I feel like a gorilla.
Like, don't worry about it. Be
monkey. I know.
That's all you have to do.
Speaking of, and we got a bunch of questions about this in the past week, we are working on new merch. It is some of our most, I think, high quality, high fashion merch.
It's really cool stuff.
Yeah, and it's all over the board. It's obviously your usual like shit that we need, but it's also, we're getting a little bit more creative. Maybe like a notebook, you know?
Yeah, getting a little bit more into like the fashion realm and also inside jokes that do translate to the rest of the world. So it's like you don't have to be an insider to know what's going on.
We're just trying it out. Obviously, we're going to drop it the way that we always do. 24 hours, unlimited stock. Get what you want. It'll arrive in 2 to 3 weeks.
We'll let you know the drop date soon. Speaking of merch, last night I went to SoulCycle with the snitch. I took her to Musical Monday. I took another chance on a snitch. And
what do you mean you took a chance on a snitch?
Because every time I bring her to Musical Monday, which you know I preach about every week, she like has, it's always like a weird class. Like,
is it only on Mondays?
Yes.
Okay.
Like they play like a little too much Chicago. It's just like the few times she's come, it's been like the least steamy classes.
Oh, you think it's her fault?
No, it's just like bad luck, and every time she's just like, I'm never coming back. Anyways, I took her last night, and not only was it so great and steamy, but when we were getting ready, there was like, we were walking to the locker, and there was a phone on the bench with a Morning Toast pop socket on it. And
was it Margot's?
No, and like there was a toaster there, whatever. And then like a few minutes later, I was on the other side of the room, like getting my shoes on, and there was a phone that with Margot's case with a Morning Toast pop socket on it. I was like, Margot, you left your phone here. She was like, no, I have mine. And there's another toaster in the wild.
Oh my God, maybe I should start hanging out at SoulCycle.
No, so there are so many toasters that go to this Musical Monday class, and it makes it even toastier and steamier. And she had a good class, and now she's going to come back, which was really helpful for me.
Well, I was just going to say.
Whoa,
before you move into something else, I want to address the Musical Monday thing. Because I can feel the conversation moving in a new direction, and I didn't want to get, left behind. I was going to say, if there was another Musical Monday this week, I would go with you because I'm going to be in a bathing suit this weekend with famous people, and that's just like really hard for me, and I'm really trying not to eat this week, but it's like, I feel like I lost all this weight, and I don't even remember it being hard. I'm having the hardest time now. Like,
That's what happens.
I can't stop eating. I didn't eat a single thing yesterday. I was so good, like just like some grilled chicken and wheat thins. I get home at like 8 o'clock. It's Ben. We eat so much Chinese food. But is it that bad? Because like I didn't eat anything else the whole day.
What's so much?
Okay. I had, honestly, where I get lost on the Chinese food is the rice. You know the mini containers, like old school Chinese white containers do you know that they fold into plates? That's what their point is.
What?
Yeah, I never realized that. I've never done it.
And now they don't even serve those anymore. And I remember my dream growing up was to live in my own apartment and eat out of the containers, because obviously as kids
that's what Sex and the City taught us.
Right, and now it comes in Tupperware.
I know, and then you have to like wash. Well, I ate a whole thing of rice, like not a huge white one, a little white one.
Okay.
And like some chicken.
Not terrible. The rice isn't great.
I know, but I don't know if I told you this, but I recently came to the conclusion that rice is my favorite food.
You didn't have to tell me. I know that. Every time that we have a meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, is there rice with this?
And you know what's so funny? There's never rice. Like restaurants don't really serve rice.
Rice is my least favorite food.
What?
It's like fruit in the sense that it's such a waste of a fattening food. Like it's not even tasty.
Well, I need like recommendations because like rice is really easy to make at your house. Like not boiling water. Like Margot Lewin, Jackie's friend, gave me the best tip about Uncle Ben's rice pilaf.
Which is what?
In the microwave. Like it's so easy. They make it for you. But like it's kind of hard to make rice and it sticks to the bottom of the pan. So I'm only interested in microwavable rice.
Okay.
I just fucking love rice.
I'm happy for you. But I'm so excited about your...
Oh, Musical Monday.
I wish you would come yesterday because
I know.
So Cindy, 3 Greatest Showman songs were played.
Okay, which ones?
This Is Me, Missy Elliott remix, which I requested. You're welcome. Rewrite the Stars, which was appreciated in a workout format, and Tightrope, Sarah Bareilles' version, which I never appreciated until it was played during SoulCycle.
Wow, okay, actually,
then
I don't have
FOMO. Defying Gravity was the last song, and we were dead for fucking scenes.
Oh, I mean.
For Forever from D'Arvin Hansen, and Waving Through a Window remix.
Oh, shit, yeah.
It was good stuff.
Well, so...
Mamma Mia, which I hate Mamma Mia, but Mamma Mia.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Is good.
Well, I really used to be against SoulCycle because, like, the whole seat thing, and I'm still against SoulCycle, but when we did our Toast Cycle for charity, which we donated $2,500 to Gift of Life, I didn't hate it. And I felt really good afterwards. It's like it's the endorphins that like make you want to do it. So, and now that I'm going to be in a bathing suit, and I really just like I can't stop eating, so maybe I can negate that by doing one SoulCycle like a month.
Maybe. Well,
if there's like a bomb like class, location, and music, you let me know. I'm not going to look at the schedule, and you'll have to book it for me.
Because my favorite instructor, who does Musical Mondays, also teaches a Wednesday class. We could go to, but it's not like you don't know what he's going to play. Sometimes I don't even know one song that he plays, but I enjoy this. They're just good
I know
overall
this
good
is a
songs.
lot to ask, but if there's like a SoulCycle teacher out there who's interested in just like letting me choose a class to come to and like choose all the songs, I will go. Because it's the one thing I can't fuck with SoulCycle is that your entire workout is based on someone else's musical style and like music taste.
Right, no, but that's why you have to find the instructor. Like, so I love Nick, is the one who teaches Musical Mondays. You know, Margot and I used to go to Paige, and now she followed her to Rumble, but she was like all Taylor Swift, all Lady Gaga, all the time.
Yeah, like if you teach in New York and you're a toaster, just like hit me up at the DMs, let me know what class to come to, and send me the set list in advance so I could like at least study it, you know?
Yeah.
It's for a class that's so predicated on music, putting that faith in someone else is really hard for me.
I understand. I'm gonna look
But I got new bathing suits. You know, I've had like the same 5 bathing suits for like 10 years.
There's something revolutionary that happens to a woman when you realize like what kind of bathing suit looks good on you.
You know what I got? I got 2 of the same style. You're right. 1 piece, 1 arm.
Ooh.
Styling, wildin'.
For so long, I never owned any bathing suits. I would just wear like an American Apparel bandeau and like underwear and shorts. Like I was like, I don't wear bathing. I'm not a bathing suit.
No, but I
person.
know you found yours. I know what it is.
What?
It's like it's not high waisted, but it's like higher waisted, and it's like a sports bra type. It's like the green one that you have.
Yeah. Well, I
and
have
you have it in
all
white
those
too.
Oh, I have all of those ones. Yeah, it's like right about at the belly button.
Yeah.
You know, and then I need all the support on top I can get.
Because I think the least flattering part of the female body is like the part of your stomach below your belly button.
Yeah, that's where it's for
Like the
me
pouch.
at least, the pouch where it's hardest for me to lose weight. But it's also like one day my knock on wood, hopefully my babies are gonna be situated in there, and they're gonna have so much room, and they're gonna
and
be
they're
so
not gonna
happy.
have been damaged by the sun.
Oh yeah, I know, and they're just gonna. It's roomy, you know.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm gonna look into a SoulCycle class for you because I'm interested in this journey of yours.
Yeah.
I mean, I am going to work out today again with Live Method. I'm
I
still
can't do that.
so sore.
I know.
But it's a part of my journey to become a smaller woman.
Well, I'm going to Mexico 2 times in 1 month. And they're both like with people, which like I hate going on vacation with people, but like
Scary.
this trip to Mexico this weekend is so much fun, and I have to be there. I can't not be there. And then it's my best friend's wedding, so it's like, of course I want to be there for her, but also like everyone in the world is going to be there. It's like a 600-person wedding of everyone I've ever known in my life, and everyone's going to be like, let's go to the beach together. I'm just going to be like, no, you know.
Yeah.
So I need to like look the best I possibly can in a 2-week span.
You could do it. And you know how else you could do it? With Noom.
What's that?
Noom, you'll have a personalized training and your own support team for less than the price of a single appointment with a nutritionist or a personal trainer. So Noom is this app where you can put in all your weight goals.
Oh my God,
and everything
I
that
fuck
you're
so
doing.
hard with like apps that like condense my shit for me, you
Yeah,
know?
no, it's like it tracks you and they give you like support and encouragement and like tips and tricks because you tell them what you want to do. You know,
Right.
I just love apps where I can put in my information and someone tells me how to be better.
Okay, but have you ever like done one of those apps and like lied about your weight? Like I have, and then it's like there's
Oh
no
no!
point.
If anything, I always go like a little above so that I can look
So
like
your
I
results
lost
are better,
more
yeah.
weight. Totally. So they do food tracking and everything, and they just take the stress and the worry out of it, like, and the unknown. Like if you just track all these things, like A plus B equals C. It's very mathematical.
You know, it's so true.
It'll help you meet all of the goals that you want to achieve. Noom is designed for results. Meet your resolutions by signing up for your free for your trial today at Noom, Noom.com/toast. What do you have to lose? Visit Noom.com/toast to start your trial today. Again, that's Noom.com/toast. Start losing weight for good. I've been really doing this because this is like with my resolutions and my weight loss journey and
To the wedding.
to fitness. And now that I'm like doing all this work, it's like, yeah, I want to see it all the time. I want
Yeah,
graphs.
no.
I want graphs of my progression.
I would like all my progress printed in a graph and put in the McKinsey file for me.
Right, like what's the point of progress if someone's not going to print it out for you?
You know, what's the point of progress if there's not proof? Like, you know what I mean? That's like why everyone's doing this 2009, 2019 challenge, and honestly, I'm just at the age where in 2009 I didn't have any digital photos.
No,
like,
same.
Like, I literally don't have one picture of me. I was in the 9th grade. Like, I might have like one very, very old Facebook album that one of my friends put on like lock because it was so embarrassing.
Do you like when other people share theirs? Like, I wonder if
Yes.
I were to share mine, would it perform well?
Well, I just watched Lauren Bushnell's Instagram story, and it was wildly interesting because she just did all these years before The Bachelor, like when her family moved to LA, when she was a flight attendant, and like it's just interesting to see how people's face change. And she was literally like, the shape of my face changed. She said I used to have a round face, and now I have like a more oval, pointy face.
Yeah.
And she said that.
And no, I was looking at old pictures, even of like from college and stuff, and like my face really has changed. And yes, I got eyebrows, which helped, but it really was so much like, just like rounder and juicier.
Right.
And now, honestly, maybe it's all the lymphatic drainage.
Maybe.
But I just feel like my face just like is better.
Well, I know why my face is better. I got a fucking surgery.
Right. But if there's someone who hasn't gotten surgery, like,
Right.
like
No, it wouldn't
really
be
looks
puzzling to me, you know?
right. That's true.
But I don't have pictures from 2009.
Good for you.
I feel like I really started Facebook, like, photos to, like, 2012.
Why?
Like, when I was in college.
Yeah.
And that's when Instagram started popping.
You were, like, big on the art scene.
Yeah, I was very artsy in college.
I know.
Well, actually, so whoever hated the personal stuff is going to hate this fucking episode. Margot just sent me the video of Maggie Rogers in the Pharrell class.
She sent it to me too. I'm sure she just copied and pasted.
Totally.
The first time I saw this, I didn't really care, but then I realized it's Maggie Rogers.
No, totally. And by the way, like, we're in a chat because we have like a toast chat. I don't know why she just didn't put it in there. Whatever. It was so interesting.
And then when she sent it to me, I was like, I like Maggie Rogers, and I know that I introduced you guys to her, so I feel good about this. But shouldn't this be for Claudia? You guys like love her.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's just so funny because like in the video, like she's very like. She says she's the rural juror. She grew up in like a rural town. She like played banjo her whole life and came to NYU to make banjo music and folk music. And then she had this experience where she studied abroad in France and she really learned disco and like tech and like dance music, which she was taught to believe was so artificial. But when she was in France, she understood it. She definitely was on drugs. Like it just sounded just like that. But then, so they play the song and Pharrell says, you know, I hear your story in the music. Like you wanting banjo, but you liking dance and feeling the dance. And honestly, I heard it too. It was really, like, it's an interesting video.
That is interesting.
As someone who thinks, like, all that's bullshit, I totally heard Maggie Rogers' story in that song.
Very cool.
Just a thought.
An interesting factoid. That's, well, interesting.
You know, that's the thing about interesting factoid. Here's the thing. They're interesting.
Okay, are you ready for the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast?
Of course I am. And then after that, we're going to recap all the things. Bachelor Watch Happens Live, Vanderpump Rules, Fyre Festival.
Fire fraud.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Vanderpump Rules, so if we could hold off for a
I
day.
could hold up. Did you watch Happens Live?
No.
I can't not talk about it, though.
But,
No.
Claude, I was watching Fire Fraud because I thought you were watching it and we were going to talk about it.
No, I just told you guys to watch the last 7 minutes because
I can't
someone else told me to watch the last 7 minutes because it finally exposes the corrupt, evil nature of one fuck Jerry. And I didn't watch the whole thing, but I'm going to.
Even if you had told me, even if I realized you said that, I can't just watch the last 5 minutes of something that I want to watch the whole thing of. Like,
Me too.
I need the whole story.
But I was like already 10 o'clock and I was super tired.
I know, and then I stayed up till like 12:30 watching this.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Whatever.
Another terrible thing fuck Jerry has done.
Totally.
All right, let's jump right in.
Let's jump right into the first story, which is a little shocking because Rob Kardashian is back on the scene with a new woman, Alexis Skyy, amid her feud with Blac Chyna. Even though she's Chyna, I figured this was something that we should be discussing because
all right, let me temporarily
she was taking photos.
Un-Chyna her.
She was taking photos in Kris Jenner's kitchen.
Oh, yes.
So Rob Kardashian might have a new lady in his life. The reclusive former Keeping Up with the Kardashians star shared videos on Snapchat of Alexis Skyy cooking a feast at what appears to be Kris Jenner's mansion, where Rob now lives after running into various financial snafus.
What a great word.
I didn't know that Rob was living at Kris's.
Not until this.
The Love and Hip Hop alum served macaroni and cheese, baked chicken wings, and more. Yum. Baked chicken
wings.
and more.
Yeah.
Both sound good. So do baked chicken wings.
Totally. What's that?
Skyy, who shares a 1-year-old daughter with Fetty Wap, also shared a selfie lounging in Jenner's kitchen sipping on a drink. Rob's dinner guest comes only a few days after he posted about his crush on her on Monday. My WCW, I've been wanting you for so long, Rob wrote over a photo of her. Of course, fans are already suspicious of the pairing as 24-year-old Skyy and Rob's ex-fiancée, Blac Chyna, are in an intense feud that resulted in violence at a party over the weekend.
Ooh.
Wow, I didn't even know this. Rob and Chyna, who share daughter Dream, have also been tied up in legal war over child support.
Honestly, it's amazing what you miss out on when you Chyna someone who's so toxic, you know?
Right.
I don't know any of this.
I don't know any of this, and now I'm glad that it's just popping up. Back when I need to know, once someone's in Kris's kitchen, I need to know that.
This is now a need to know situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel as if Rob Kardashian needs to stop dating people out of spite. And in this like beef crew, like get a new crew. This is obviously toxic. You ended up with a spite baby who, thank God, is growing up to be cute because like at first we didn't know. But he is making such bad life decisions. But on Watch What Happens Live last night, Andy asked like, how's Rob? And they said he's really good and he might be on the new season.
I hope so.
They just said, and it was kind of like really relatable. He was like, he's just moody, and like sometimes he's like, I didn't sign up for the show, I'm not doing it. And sometimes he's like, all right, I'll sit down and I'll do it.
Okay, that's relatable, but it seems to be more than that.
Of course.
It's not like, I feel like that's where Kylie's at. Sometimes she's in it and sometimes she's not.
But she doesn't take
Rob
a paycheck from it.
Takes 6 years off.
But do you
that's
think
not a mood, that's a life.
So remember like a couple years ago, it was news that they made a $100 million deal with E. How do you think they split that up?
Evenly is what I read. Evenly between all of them.
Even Kylie?
Yes.
Well, I guess like she makes the family more interesting, therefore the show more interesting.
I think Scott gets paid just as much as Courtney, just as much as Kim.
Really?
Yeah, I think Rob even gets paid from that. because I don't think that Chris would leave him out.
So do you think Chris gets paid as a castmate and then also gets 10% of everyone else's? Is she making the most from the show?
I think she gets 10% of the whole deal. So she got $10 million from that.
Which is probably how they divided up. They divided up 10 million.
There's
anyway.
like 10 of them anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When you think about it, it's like not that much just because there's so many. Like Kanye definitely doesn't get paid.
No.
No, but like Kim, Kourtney, Khloe, Kylie Kendall, Chris, Scott, Corey.
Then I think Corey, Jonathan, Malika probably get ancillary.
Yeah, like paychecks every
But like
couple weeks.
main characters would be the 7 of them.
Okay. Minus taxes, yeah, it's like $10 million each.
It's so crazy because they're actually, that was for how many years of work?
10.
Like, that's a lot of work. And like for $10 million, like you could just do 10 Instagram posts.
But I do remember like when their show when they got these new 10 seasons, like they were having a lull in they haven't always had steady ratings. And the Chris Humphries thing really did help. But for a while, like they didn't know like if they were gonna, so it was a wise decision for them to buy 10 seasons.
When we were watching that old episode of Kim and Shango, which by the way, I still ship.
Was the greatest love story of our generation.
But she was really acting. Like the show was so different. It was like really like not scripted, but like these fake situations. And Kim was like not being herself. Like now
I'm so sorry about my mom.
Now they put a camera down in the living room and they're like, do whatever the fuck you want.
Right. It's almost like, but that's also the trend of reality TV. If you watch reality TV from a couple years ago, we didn't realize we're so smart now. Like we see something, we're like, that's totally scripted. But back then it was like reality TV was so new, so they could be scripted and we're like, no, that's real, you know? But now we're smarter, so like they have to get smarter.
Yeah, and they have.
Yeah.
Except for Rob, who's dating Alexis Skyy. Except like I want him to be dating someone.
Me too. I want him to have a happy and full life.
I just want it to be Adrienne Bailon.
Or Rita Ora.
Right.
Even though Rita Ora is truly to blame for the downfall of Rob Kardashian. Even though it's not nice to blame someone for like...
I don't think so.
But he really, like she cheated on him with Jay-Z, allegedly. But she did cheat on him and like he just never recovered. It's like his self-worth was just like in question and then it led to the depression and then he did like a lot of drugs and it just like it all started from that moment. I'm not saying like it was necessarily that would happen, but it was that time in his life. That was the last peak of Rob Kardashian.
And then he got a tattoo of her that looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid when he gains weight. That's what Kim said.
But the Adrienne Bailon episodes are some of the greatest. Remember when they lived together and he was such a neat freak and he like used to drive her crazy?
He was like in college, like in business, like becoming a businessman, and like
Him and Kourtney are the only ones who graduated from college.
That's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
And, okay, I'm just going to jump right in because it's a natural progression. It's so crazy how, like, the dynamics of the sisters have changed so much over the years, and last night was truly a testament to that. First of all, Khloe sat next to Andy, and Andy, in his defense, he said Khloe's my favorite because she's the only one who's come on the show, and by herself before the LA thing last year.
Okay.
And Khloe was the one who got the 3 of them to do it. She texted them. She was like, Andy's doing this thing in LA. Let's do they called it the Andy interview. They didn't even know the name of the show that they were on. But they respect Andy and they knew Andy. They were like, congrats on your baby. Like they respected the whole process. And Andy in his books, he said sometimes when they get a big star, the star's publicist will like give them 2 or 3 things like not to say. And he really respects that. They did not, I firmly believe that they didn't give him one thing not to say. He spoke about everything. Every question was so salacious, and they did not blink. They handled it like true professionals, and that's how you know they don't have like skeletons in the closet. But at the very end, he asked Kim something, and her eyes, I thought she was gonna cry.
Can you at least save that for me?
Yeah. Fine.
Okay.
But it was just really impressive how like they did a whole segment, name the beef or whatever, squash the beef. And Taylor, she was like, I'm over it. And she was really like relaxed about it. Tristan, oh my God, they have the greatest video. Andy goes to Kourtney. Kourtney didn't talk the whole time. Literally, I felt so bad for her. Like she might as well not have been there. They had a clip of Andy. It was paparazzi video of Eunice and Kourtney walking into a restaurant, and they're walking into a restaurant, and sitting outside the restaurant is Lisa and Ken.
Yes, I've seen that video.
And Lisa's like, Kourtney, and Kourtney walks right by her, and Kourtney was dying. She goes, I swear I did go out and say hi to her afterwards. I didn't hear the first Kourtney, but they didn't get that on camera.
She knows her?
I guess.
Wow.
But it was such a funny video.
What's weird is like Kim watches a lot of like random TV.
But she doesn't watch Bravo.
She doesn't watch Housewives. She doesn't watch Vanderpump Rules.
I know. That's weird.
I hope like she should
Chrissy
get into
Teigen needs to get her into it.
She does.
But I guess like she has kids, so like.
Did you see John Legend's birthday party pictures?
Of course. I think it's like so like funny how like a trend now is that every birthday party, even if you're not famous, like it has one photo up when you get there, so you never like don't get a picture.
I'm into it.
Like you get it out of the way.
And then everyone is talking about like that one moment. I think it's cool.
Kim looked so good. I just like didn't like her outfit, but she looked so skinny.
I mean, she is so skinny.
She was wearing like a sweatshirt around her waist.
How did she look on the show? Not.
No.
It's so weird. They didn't really promote this that much.
I know. I found out last night from Andy's Instagram.
I watched last week Danielle Staub and Lindsay Lohan, which you have to watch, and you have to watch Lindsay Lohan's show.
Okay.
Theo watched it, and he said it's not great yet, but it has potential.
I heard it has potential.
So, like, they always are promoting. And, like, when they did, like, when J-Law was coming on and they had, like, the countdown from 30 days.
The extravaganza when they had Lady Gaga.
The Oprah, was...
Countdown to Oprah.
And Mariah Carey.
Yep. They must have just booked it, that's why. Because I did see a schedule floating around on Twitter of the Watch What Happens live shows, and it said TBD for a lot of people. So I think they were just, like, really booking people last minute.
Okay.
Here's the reason why I want to start talking about this. The dynamic of the sisters have changed. Chloe is, like... I want to say she's the third most famous. Like, when they did a Watch What Happens Live TV poll, who has the best style, they gave it to Chloe.
What?
I know.
Was Kim dead?
Kim was dead, but just, like, given the way that they looked, like, Kourtney looked so basic and weird. Kim's outfit was, honestly, it was terrible. Like, and I love her. It was terrible, and her hair was terrible, too.
Okay.
Chloe looked amazing. So, like, for the show, maybe people got confused. They were like, who looks best right now?
Got it, okay.
Because Chloe looked amazing, and Chloe's really, like, the star of the show. It was so interesting, and they did a game, like, who do you call when this happens? And Kourtney and Chloe, Kim and Chloe said each other for everything. Nobody said Kourtney, not once.
Good.
And Ben was watching with me, and he was, like, dying at Kourtney's awkwardness, and at the very end, like, Kourtney got the nerve to say something, like, totally irrelevant, and she said it, and you know, like, you don't know the sentence is over, so it's, like, dead quiet. Ben screamed at the top of his lungs. It was so awkward. Like, I wonder if she definitely felt awkward. She was also in the third seat, which was hard.
Yeah, I hope that they were filming behind it, and then we'll find out, like, why they went out and were so weird. Like, there was definitely a fight beforehand.
There was giving me fight vibes.
Oh, okay, I have to watch. I'm so excited.
Also, you saw that Kendall and Kourtney were in Aspen together, and they got a flat tire, and Kim was like, I actually know how to fix a flat tire. She commented on the picture, if you had invited me. So, like, maybe there is some weird shit.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Well, Kourtney and Kendall, from this last season, are, like, starting to, like, create their own, like, thing.
Yeah, of annoying leaders.
Well, because Kourtney dates people Kendall's age.
True. I can't, like, and I just love Kim and I love Chloe, and I'm on their side forever. So, like, if there's a fight.
And I love that their closeness. Like, it's interesting to watch, like, the relationships change. Because, like, remember when Kourtney and Chloe were diehards, like, used to, like, slap each other's ass. Like,
and they were, like, so mean to Kim.
So mean to Kim, like, with her Vogue cover, they were so mean. But now Chloe and Kourtney, like, Chloe and Kim are, like, ride or die, and I love it.
I love it as well.
I think Chloe's, like, turning back into one of my favorites.
Same. Okay. I can't wait to watch.
No, it's so good. I'm actually going to watch it after show later. I never watch it after show.
Next up, Anna Faris.
Oh, wait, sorry. And it was 100% live. I thought it was pre-taped because Andy was like, there's been a lot of rumors about you having a baby, even though it's, like, totally true. And, like, I thought maybe this was, like, before.
She just hadn't confirmed it.
Well, she also confirmed that it's a boy.
Exciting.
And they did a whole thing with names. Like, what would you name?
Chicago is
a girl. I know, I always get confused.
Yeah, super cute.
Because the name is, like, so androgynous.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Yes. Chicago is also the cutest baby ever.
Kim makes the cutest babies. If I was her, I'd never stop.
I love them.
Me too.
Okay. Anna Faris congratulates ex Chris Pratt on his engagement. Anna Faris isn't keeping quiet about her ex-husband Chris Pratt's engagement to Katherine Schwarzenegger. Quote, "I'm so happy for you both. Congratulations," the actress commented on Pratt's Instagram photo announcing the engagement. And then she also mentioned it on her podcast.
Oh.
Is what I saw in the Morning Toasters. That she, like, came right out the gate, like, on her new episode and was like, congratulations to them. And she was excited for them.
When I started thinking about it yesterday, we were like, the timeline, like, it's so fast. But, you know, when celebrities announce their divorce or breakup, it's already been, like, 6 months to a year. Like, they just haven't told us. So now that I think about it, the timeline isn't that weird. Anna Faris is dating someone else, and she was seen with this person 2 months after they officially announced that they were getting divorced. So I actually do feel like they are really happy for each other. But I just don't know. I can't imagine being that happy for someone, like falling in love with someone else, when, like, I was once in love with that person. And maybe I'm just not that mature. But, like, even if, God forbid, 1 million times me and Ben got divorced and we were so happy in our lives, I'm still pissed. Like, you know?
I guess.
Ben's not allowed to be with anyone. Like, if me and Ben ever got divorced, he might as well die, because I'm never going to let anyone get into bed with Ben. Even if I don't even love him anymore, which would never happen, but you know what I'm saying.
Would you let Theo get into bed with him?
No, Theo's mine.
Totally.
Totally. I gotta talk to Ben about that. We need to draw up some papers.
It's still, it's not super, I don't know, something about this is just, like, so shocking to me.
I know.
Like, she's in her 20s. Like, Anna Faris is in her 40s. Like, even though she's so eligible and suitable, I don't know, it's still, like, a little bit scandalous. But their relationship is so rooted in the faith, which makes it
pure.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
No, I know.
And I looked at her Instagram, because you said that you follow her, and, like, it wasn't that premium.
No, she's cute.
She's cute, but, like, her Instagram I didn't follow.
Okay.
Like, I didn't, like, I wasn't converted.
Okay. Well, I follow her because she follows me.
Okay, that's fair. Fair enough.
Oh my God, also, do you know who I found out follows me on Instagram? There used to be this, like...
The egg?
Yes, but there used to be this program that like could find like your famous followers or like your influential followers, but since Instagram changed their whole thing, I can't use it anymore, so I just have to like rely on people telling me. Cara Delevingne. She's now my most followed follower. She has 40 million. Before that it was Harry, he has 20 million. Cara.
That's
and I'm
cool.
being like a good follower. I don't want her to unfollow me. I'm being a good follower. Like I'm liking, I'm commenting. Did you see that thing with her and R. Kelly? And R. Kelly. But she like did a whole Instagram post about like how he's so disgusting, and she lost like 100,000 followers.
Oh, I did see that.
And then she did a follow-up post, and she's just like, she's not stopping. Like she's going in.
Good
Here
for her.
it.
Okay, next up, some breaking news this morning. Alicia Keys to host the Grammy Awards.
Ooh, okay.
The singer made the announcement on her social media channels with a behind-the-scenes video. The Grammys have found their host. Alicia Keys will be hosting the 2019 awards. It's official. 15-time Grammy winner Alicia Keys will host the 61st Grammys, marking her first time as a master of ceremonies for music's biggest night, announced the official Grammys Twitter account.
Here for it.
Here for it.
Like, it's about time she's getting the respect she deserves. Like,
and she was on The Voice, so she can hold her own. Mm-hmm. I think this will be great. She'll have, like, awesome wardrobe changes.
She has 15 Grammys.
Yes.
I wonder if she's going to wear makeup. She doesn't wear makeup on The Voice, right?
Yeah. She probably won't. Because, like, she has the biggest platform.
That would be so epic. Like, I would love that. Because if I hosted the Grammys, I wouldn't want to wear makeup, but I would.
Yeah.
That is brave season.
That's brave season. I'm excited.
Me too. I didn't realize she had 15 Grammys. That's a lot. Dude, is her real last name Keys? It feels like it's almost too good to be true because she's such a good piano player.
It's definitely a stage name.
Can you put her on Wikipedia? Yeah. Her last name's definitely like Johnson.
Alicia Keys' real name.
There's no way.
Alicia Augello Cook.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Cook isn't. Alicia Cook
is cute too.
If she were a chef.
But her like being this amazing piano player. Some people live for the fortune.
When are the Grammys?
Oh, February 10th.
Oh.
Because that's the day I'm doing a show. Oh, I got stuff to talk to you about, work stuff, I just remembered.
Cool. Should we log off?
February 10th, I'll be in Huntington, New York. Long Island, New York. First show sold out, second show still available.
Okay.
And the Countess just performed at that venue. And I saw Casey Musgraves there a couple of years ago, so it's like really, it's a big moment for me.
We're breezing through the stories because we have so much like other shit to talk about.
And also we've still been on the air for 30 minutes. Like
our fourth story is
it's
not really news, but it's more of a commemoration. 10 years after the miracle on the Hudson.
Yes.
Today's the 10-year anniversary of Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger's miraculous landing on the Hudson.
Well, I was watching The Bachelor last night, and they were putting on a commercial for Good Morning America, like a whole an anniversary special for Sully, and I'm like, why are you talking about this now? But now I realize it's because it's the anniversary.
And I was thinking about it, like I haven't thought about Sully in a long time. Probably this is the longest stretch I've gone.
You haven't thought about him since TBG Awards?
Since TBG Awards, where I haven't thought about the man, the movie, or the dogs. And I was like, oh, why? And it's because I met him, and I was so disappointed because I told you what happened to me.
What?
Because I met him, I got my picture taken with him.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a professional photo, and Claudia, you like took some on my phone, but they were blurry, and we looked like two figures out of the wax museum.
But I just figured I was getting some extra shit because we had a full photographer.
Right, and we looked like two figures out of Madame Tussauds wax museum, who was moving day, and like Sully and Jackie got put next to each other.
I'm going to send you my picture with Sully, because like, sorry.
So then I was like waiting for my picture from the professional photographer to post for you guys, and so many people asked like, where's the Sully picture? And his team never approved any of the photos of me and him. Like Claudia's got through, so many people's got through, mine didn't. And I don't have like a real picture with Sully. So like they say don't meet your heroes, and now I know why.
So I have a picture.
Because they're not going to approve your photos.
My pictures, honestly, what did you wear to the TBG Awards?
Thoughtsville.
Yeah, I think it was just that you looked thoughty.
But like, so Sully could have thoughty fans.
Yeah, but like it's just not really on brand for him as an American hero, you know?
Why? America's filled with thoughts.
Hold on. So my picture with Sully is with me and Ben. I've never looked happier in my entire life. Jake, I'm going to email it to you, okay?
Wait, I want to pull up my wax museum picture then.
Okay, fine. So just what's so interesting about this photo.
An interesting factoid that's interesting.
Exactly, is that I don't think I've ever looked skinnier in my life and in a photo. And it's like Sully just bring that out in me, you know? And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Because he's a hero.
I sent it to
and
Jake.
And he can do the impossible.
I just think everyone should see it. It's me, Ben, and Sully. Ben looks like such a nerd. Like we were both like really like, I never met like a hero before, you know? Oh my God, that's a terrible photo. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
No, but I'm just so upset. Like, I'm so upset. Really, guys, don't meet your heroes. I now understand.
Well,
Jake, I'm emailing this to you.
I look like such a nerd. Like, we're both so happy. And that's because I've never met, like, a hero. Like, he's famous for being heroic. Like, I never met Chris Kyle. You know, who's another, like, famous hero?
Ooh, there are so
Gloria
many.
Steinem. Like, never met her.
Enough. Yeah, people who are, like, who are famous for their...
For their actions, not for, like, a talent.
Amelia Earhart.
Right. I mean, she's not a hero because she failed. No offense.
Stop.
What is with you and Amelia Earhart lately?
Justice for her. Where is she?
Where the fuck is she?
I don't know. I need to do a little bit more research on it. But anyways, today is the 10-year anniversary of the Miracle on the Hudson, which is so crazy that it was 10 years ago. 10 years of Sully being, in the public eye. And it's just incredible.
It's just so weird because, I was alive 10 years ago.
I know, and we were in high school. So, I guess we went to high school on the east side, so we wouldn't have seen it coming down the river on the west side.
No, but actually, I went to, a while ago, I went to Shira Mofson's office, and it's on the west side, and it's in this, really tall building, and you see the whole Hudson, and she's worked there for a while, and she said I was in their conference room, I saw the Hudson. She said, that it was right there, I saw it.
That's
right there.
Insane.
I know.
Imagine if you saw a plane tumbling down,
That's just the weird thing about, living in New York. It's you were here for so much shit, 9/11, Sully.
It's you could look out your window and just see something crazy at any time.
Someone just don't look at the comments, I want to read it to you. Someone just made a hilarious thought, because you didn't get to meet Sully because you were a thought. That hoe over there. Sully is that hero over there.
But how are hoes supposed to turn into heroes if we don't get to meet our people like Sully? And we don't.
What did you wear again? Oh, yeah.
Balmain. I mean, but here's the thing. Yes, it was a thotty dress, but I'm not a thotty-looking girl.
No, your hair, you could really never be thotty. And, your porcelain skin.
Right, and it's
thoughts don't have porcelain skin. They have bumpy skin.
The dress is so small, but I'm so small, it went to my knees.
Not really.
Ish.
Not really.
Anyways, so even though it's the 10-year anniversary of the Miracle, it just reminded me.
Oh, so everyone saw the picture. Yeah, I did look so skinny. Usually when I wear a tight dress, I have that little belly right in front, but maybe Sully cropped it out because it's not there. It's the best photo of me ever.
I mean, they call him the miracle worker not for nothing.
That's so true. Making danger and stomachs disappear since 2009.
Oh, here's mine on the stream. 2 wax figures from the museum who got put next to each other on cleaning day.
Yeah, no, you really do look like a wax figure. It's super impressive how you're holding your pose so poised.
Right? There's nothing thotty about that.
No, there's nothing thotty about that pose. Good for you. Well, at least we have that.
Right, at least we have that. Anyways, I will never get it. Maybe we should watch a movie today.
Just to commemorate. We have so much to do today.
I've only seen that movie once, and
Me too.
It really just stuck with me. I never need to see it again.
It was a fine film that I definitely don't need to see again.
Yeah.
By the way, Ben watched so many movies on Zach's bachelor party that I guess he's never seen. And he's making me want to, he's we have to watch. Have you ever seen The Love Guru? What's it called?
The Love Guru.
Yeah, with Austin Powers.
Mike Myers.
Yeah. Oh my God. He's we have to see it. It's so funny. Mariska Hargitay. And I'm what the fuck
I'm pretty sure that movie is the reason why he doesn't work anymore.
No, he said it was the best movie, and then Mariska Hargitay was in it. He doesn't stop talking. Rat Race, he
Rat
watched
Race
all
is a
these
funny
movies.
movie.
I've never seen it, and he's we have to watch it. And I'm I have so much TV to watch between 3 hours of The Bachelor. Please,
between
get off my
2
job.
Fire Festival documentaries that are coming out, which you only need to see the one on Hulu.
Totally.
Okay, 5th and final story, and something that if you watched the show yesterday, this isn't really news to you, but Selena Gomez breaks social media silence after an egg takes over for the most liked Instagram photo, and so she was, giving it her best shot.
And after the morning shows predicted it literally 2 hours before.
After taking a nearly 4-month hiatus from social media, Selena Gomez has returned to Instagram with a message for her fans. Quote, "It's been a while since you have heard from me, but I wanted to wish everyone a happy new year and to thank you for your love and support. Last year was definitely a year of self-reflection, challenges, and growth. It's always those challenges which show you who you are and what you are capable of overcoming. Trust me, it's not easy, but I am proud of the person I'm becoming and look forward to the year ahead. Love you all."
So yesterday, in case you missed the show, we said now that the egg has surpassed Kylie's was 18 million. The egg last time I checked was at 30 million. In order to get a real person to this benchmark, it would have to be the craziest thing ever. Selena Gomez being yo, I did crack. And she didn't actually say that this time, which is disappointing. But I wonder how many likes this photo has.
7.1 million.
Oh, okay, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
I mean, it's no 30. It's no egg. And everyone making other accounts famous chicken. Oh my God, please stop. It's so not funny and not original.
Please stop. I can't believe.
Someone tagged me famous piece of toast. Okay, fine.
Fine.
I'll allow it.
You guys, come on. Stop being such losers. Get back to work. Think of something original.
It's up to 41 million, the egg.
Good. I hope no one ever beats the egg. Good.
How many users on Instagram are there? 100 million, right?
I think way more.
They reached that benchmark.
No, 100 million is how many followers Kim has.
Oh, yeah.
It must be maybe 500 million.
Wow.
I just
I wonder what the most. What's the most we could go? How high could we go?
Yeah, I can't wait to find out. And no one's ever going to beat the egg at this point.
No. And I think that's what they wanted. Like, this is no longer a competition. Like,
yeah.
I guess you can have, like,
Forever,
after next
like-
year, you could do, like, the most liked photo this year.
No, but forever, an egg is going to be the most liked picture on Instagram. And you know what? I'm here for it. Because what came first?
The chicken.
Or the egg? What do you believe? I'm team chicken.
I'm team chicken because if there was an egg, a chicken had to lay it.
Right,
But then a chicken had to be born out from an egg, but God also just made Adam and Eve, maybe he made a chicken.
yeah, he just like put animals on the earth. So
So
he
it's
just
settled.
dropped a chicken.
The chicken came first.
It depends what you believe.
Right, because if God just
If
like
you
dropped an egg, it would crack.
That's true. Yeah, if you don't believe like in the story, in the Bible.
In
then,
creation?
Yeah, when you're more of,
Big
an
Bang Theory.
evolutionist.
No, Big Bang.
The Big Bang Theory is not mutually exclusive from the story of creation.
Yeah, it is. They're totally separate.
No,
The
you
Big
could-
Bang-
You could believe in both.
No, you can't. The Big Bang is like there was no God. It's just the world. Bang, it was there.
That's no.
Yes, it is. That's why they
Not
call it the Big
world-
Bang.
The world bang and Earth created from the Big Bang. Okay, so now
Monica Bang. I wish you watched Friends.
whatever. This is way above our pay grade.
Totally. All I know about the Big Bang is that I'm glad it's canceled.
And all I know about and all I know about creation and whatever you believe is what you believe. 11/11, make a wish. Never show, never show, never show, never show. Justice
Even though
for
you
the
know-
R. Kelly girls, justice for the R. Kelly girls.
That's
justice
what
for
I'm
the R. Kelly
changing mine
girls,
to.
Justice for the R. Kelly girls.
Where is Azriel? Where is Azriel? Where is Azriel? Where is Azriel?
Where's Joyce Jalyn? Where's Joyce Jalyn? Where's
Joy Jalyn.
No, Joyce Jalyn.
Joy Jalyn.
No, her dad is John Jalyn. She's
It was
Joyce
very
Jalyn.
confusing.
Yeah, it was.
Also, I went to a meet and greet. I had 3 this week, and I got a bunch of feedback about our network show, and a lot of people don't want us to have it. They think that it's going to filter us and that it's going to be hard for them to watch, and like a lot of them cut their cords. So you know what? I kind of agree.
I kind of agree too.
And I don't think that we're actually getting one, so like it's a dream I can definitely let go of.
No, no, it's definitely like if someone came and offered us a network show, like we would take it, but I don't think that's where we need to be, like in order.
Because honestly, like the only network I really ever am interested in being on is Bravo. And they don't really censor that much. Like Andy, like the guests, like the only thing they censor is they put a bleep button on. So I don't think they would censor us too much. But honestly, I don't know if I can handle a platform that big. Like I always say shit like that gets me in trouble and like it finds its way back to Meghan McCain's husband that I called him hot,
Right.
Like I think if I was on a TV show, like I couldn't be tamed, and I would be what brought us down. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Like you would be like Megyn Kelly.
I would be the Megyn Kelly to your NBC or whatever it is.
I understand. No, I totally agree, and I'm happy here.
Me too. I'm very happy.
Okay, much to discuss. Up on the docket.
Bachelor.
Let's go first with Bachelor.
So virgin heavy last night. Like I was really like getting so annoyed. I need to know if it's gonna stop. I really feel like it's not.
It's going to have to stop because eventually they do move past jokes and the show becomes very serious once they get rid of all the villains and
Right.
the stupid stuff. So very virgin heavy. But for a second episode, I actually thought it was pretty good.
Me too. I enjoyed it. I actually
Next
watched
week's
it.
looks really stupid.
I was way more like paying more attention than I ever have in the past maybe 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, and I really think the girls just are super.
They're all so pretty.
They're so pretty. They're cute and interesting. And Colton's really holding his own, like as a bachelor. Like in every conversation he has with the girls, each one feels a little different.
And they all feel special, which is like dangerous, but it shows that he's like a nice guy.
And I do see like a few real connections blossoming.
Me too. I mean, obviously
he's in love with Hannah G.
And so am I.
And it's gonna take him. I don't know if she wins. I
I
really
don't
don't
think
know
she
anything.
does.
But he's gonna be in love with her for like a few more weeks before anyone else really is gonna be able to come in.
Gets a
And we
chance.
haven't really seen like an instant love like this, I believe, since Chris Soules like was smitten with Britt.
Mm-hmm.
And she had to like really go crazy in order for him to finally like let
Hannah
her
G
go.
won't go crazy.
And I don't think Hannah G is crazy. So
But they had a conversation last night that was very similar to the conversation between Lauren B and Ari, where Lauren B, it was like week 1, and she's like, I'm having a hard time. Like, I love you, and you're dating other people, and like, it's hard for me. And they had that conversation last night where she was like, I'm starting to develop feelings, and like, it's a lot. And he was just like, I know, because I've been there. And that's how you know it's real. Like, when Sean Booth had that too, he like couldn't fucking handle.
But she's having it week 1.
But Lauren B had it week 1 too, and I was like, bitch, I don't even know you. But then she ended up winning.
Right. But I understand why Hannah's having it right now because in her mind they're in a relationship, and also like Colton only has eyes for her.
And he's giving her
when
that
she
attention.
made her little speech about being invisible, and he literally like might as well have said "I love you."
No, totally.
Because I saw it in his eyes.
By the way, he is so cute, but the Billy Eichner of it all was too much for me. Like, I was dying.
when he said maybe we have the first gay bachelor.
Right, because there are a lot of rumors that Colton's gay, and I've been looking like to his mannerisms. Like sometimes they give away the clues. I don't think he's gay. I don't get any sort of gay vibe from him at all. But like I felt like Billy Eichner might have like picked up on something because he was like,
or like Billy Eichner like reads blinds.
And did you read the comment section on his Instagram, on Billy's Instagram with Andy?
No.
And he was like, he told me I was his first. Like all the gays are descending on Colton. Like maybe they're picking up on something. I don't know.
But they also love him. Like because he is so hot. I was watching Daily Pop and like Justin loves him. I was talking to Joey. We didn't talk about it on the show.
I think I'm going to see Justin this weekend in Mexico, and I need to talk to him.
Okay, and if you could just get a message.
What's the message?
Which is that I love the show. Congratulations. Keep going, and just good for you.
It's so funny because I went on this trip last year, and he was talking about this show, and it was like brand new, and it wasn't like what it is now, and he was just like talking about it, and it was just so funny, and honestly, I'm like so impressed and proud of like how far it's come in a year.
And I mean, it's not impressive because it is on E, and like they'll push anything that they want, but what's impressive is that it's actually so good, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, and honestly, that's Justin and Morgan.
It is, but what's the other girl? Krissa?
I don't really watch, I don't know.
It's necessary for her to be there to be like to keep them on track, and she makes Justin and Morgan even funnier by like taking it a little bit seriously, because when it's just like three people sitting around cracking jokes, like the jokes mean less when you're expecting them.
I agree.
But the fact that like the two of them are just so shady and funny, and they say the funniest stuff when it's like
and they really
we're watching
have
a
filter.
real morning show.
Right.
They do such a good job. I can't say enough good things about Daily Pop, so just please tell him he has a big fan and sister.
I promise. Back to Colton. So the group date at camp was actually so cute, but like that gave me this. I was wondering. Remember when they had the volleyball date on Nick's episode, and then the losing team ended up getting to stay because like they didn't show it, but Vanessa Grimaldi like threw a big tantrum. I was wondering if he was actually going to let that team go home, because that's like kind of unfair. Like you get no time with Colton just because you suck at tug of war. Like that doesn't mean you're not qualified to date him.
No, but I think that's fair. One, because it makes it easier for us when there's less girls on the group date. Like
yes,
people really do get time. And two, like that day date is really long. If you found not one way to catch his eye during the long day, like
it's not going to happen.
No, not that it's not going to happen, but you need to try a little harder. Like you did have time. Not only did you lose, but you didn't make the most of the time that you did have.
Yeah.
So I thought it was fair. And
also, I think that they made the team strategically, because the girls on the yellow team who went home, I didn't even know them. Like,
right, and I don't need to know
it wasn't
them.
anyone special that I think he would have missed out on time with.
Right, but the girl who's never been kissed, who I'm loving, Heather.
Totally. Ben like doesn't believe that she's never been kissed.
I saw his story. I was dying.
No, it's like, even when you're like a horny like middle schooler, you don't kiss anyone. Like I don't know. Like on the cheek, I don't know.
I don't know either. No, I believe her. I don't think she would lie. But I think it's cute that there's like another version in the mix.
Totally. They had to. I'm surprised that there aren't more, actually.
And I was going to be really mad if they kissed right then and there. Because for your first kiss, it's going to be like right after he kissed someone else and right before he's kissing someone else.
No,
Like,
and that's how you know he's respectful, because he didn't do it.
Yeah, they need to go on a one-on-one.
Yeah.
I see longevity for the two of them. Like, I don't think she's like going to
The
win.
one.
But I really liked her. At first, like the first episode, I thought she was kind of weird because... she was being very Josie Grossi, never been kissed. Yeah. But I saw a new side of her. And mind you, like these girls are all still really young. Like maybe they're...
Right, and the whole age thing is really interesting, because I feel like on Nick's season, Nick was a lot older and he had a lot of younger girls, and they were like so mean to the younger girls. Like even Becca Martinez, they were like, she's too young. Like, and the age thing is always like annoying, and they're always mean to the younger girls. But now the younger girls are like mean to the older girls, because Colton's 24. Like, is he gonna marry a 31-year-old? I don't think so. So I'm loving like that the roles have reversed. I hate when people take like a moral high ground over someone because they're like 1 year older. Like everyone has that friend that's like literally 6 months older than them and that talks to them like they're a fucking child. It's so annoying. And that's been the thing on The Bachelor. Like the way that people spoke to Corinne, even like because she was 24, like who fucking cares? It's not her fault that she got cast on a show where Nick was 35.
Also, what's so interesting is now the core group of girls on the show are younger than me, which is weird. And then I was thinking it always felt like they were older than me. Yeah. But then like Corinne and Raven are my age, and they were dating Nick, which is so weird.
Yeah, so now I'm the age of like the core group of girls.
Right.
We're like growing up.
Yeah,
it's
they
crazy.
were in your grade.
Next it's gonna be Snitch.
And she'll be
That's gonna be the craziest season when the Snitch girls are on.
And Snitch is there
We've gotta
whipping
get
them
that
all into
bitch
shape.
on the show.
It depends who the guy is, because and I stand by this, like I still love Colton. I love him so much.
Me too.
Like
I think he's doing a good job.
I think he's doing a great job, and he's so cute.
He's so cute. He's so hot. Like that body. He's just like a perfect square. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his shoulders are so broad.
Billy Eichner was so funny. Like I love Billy Eichner, and I feel like people who are so funny like Billy Eichner, like they never get where they need to be, like in Hollywood. Like Hollywood just loves to give people who are like not talented more roles. But Billy Eichner is so funny, and he gets so many roles. Like good for him and his agents.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, obviously the Camp Bachelor thing was a little triggering for me.
As a counselor.
As a camper myself, and that they didn't call in counselor snitch.
No, I mean, that was just like a missed opportunity in my eyes.
Right, and she really would have helped those girls. And, she would have snagged Colton in the end.
Of course.
Because she's so beautiful.
Can we talk about the Demi Tracy debacle?
Yes, okay, first of all, Tracy, the wardrobe stylist.
Who needed to be arrested last week.
Who needed to be arrested last week and this week. And then someone wrote, we need to lock her up and throw away the key. Every look is worse than the next.
Right, and it wouldn't be so jarring if she didn't brand herself as this wardrobe stylist, fashion police.
Right, no, it wouldn't be so jarring if, one, she wasn't a wardrobe stylist, but I wouldn't have noticed it if she didn't come in as the fashion police.
Right.
Who needed to self-arrest.
So, I mean, honestly, it was obvious that the Bachelor producers were setting Demi up to be like the new Olivia Caridi, have her be crazy, whatever. But now I'm such a seasoned viewer, I see right past that. And it's obvious they're just telling her when to interrupt, they're telling her to put the robe on, and I don't think she was doing anything too crazy. And she kept making really fucking valid points, just being like, I'm here to win over Colton. I'm going to spend as much time with him as I can. And when she picked up the rose as a fucking joke for 2 seconds, she was like, it's mine. And when she picked it up, I was like, is she going to go bring it to Colton?
Same.
And I was
thought
like, oh,
that's
she's crazy. But no, she put it down. It was a joke.